in classic Laker form, they fired Coach Frank Vogel, but I think everybody saw that coming, right?
Yeah, yeah, of course. I did. It was right and it was on the wall. Mm-hmm.
So they brought in Darvin Ham, who was LeBron's pick. I mean, who else could the Lakers select? If LeBron signed off on Darvin Ham, they were going to bring in Darvin Ham. Let's just go ahead and put that out
Let's
there.
just go ahead and let's just say that's what it is. I
Mm-hmm.
don't even know why we were even talking about other potential coaches.
For real.
Wasting all that airtime with that mess. We already know what it was.
Yeah, but see, here's the thing though. Darvin Ham is a defensive minded coach, and
Uh-oh.
he expects them to play defense, which the Lakers were terrible at last season with those old legs. How do you think Darvin Ham is going to get Russell Westbrook, LeBron James, and those guys to lock down on defense?
Well, it may be a challenge for him, but considering how the Lakers had their demise last season, it may be to their benefit.
Mm,
Once you are embarrassed, your next go round should be a lot better. So he may not have any pushback at all. If they were watching the Boston Celtics do what they
ooh,
do in 3 rounds, then there should be no excuse that any team should not be focused on what defense can help you do, especially when you get down the stretch in the season and when you get to the playoffs. So, yes, I hope that they put up and be more defensive minded, the Lakers, for next season, because clearly it is successful. There's 2 parts to basketball, offense and defense, and you
mhm.
need both, right? So, yeah, I'm with it on that. And I hope they buy into it. They should, because I just know they can't go through another season with that demise. They can't do it again. It's horrible, and
Yeah.
it doesn't look good for the Lakers' legacy as a team, right? And then individual players, I don't think they want that on their resume either. So yeah, no, they have to recover, and if defense is going to help them recover and to be a better team for the 2023 NBA season, then I'm here for it.
hmm Yeah, I'm here for it too. I think he will have some trouble because I just don't think the Lakers have the personnel at this stage of their careers. I mean, if you want to look at the Boston Celtics, they are young, lengthy, athletic, bought into Coach Udoka's
Yeah.
system. Coach Ham may be defensive minded, but it's like, okay, I need some pieces. I need some young legs. And LeBron James knocking on 40 years old, and AD with his with his injury issues. I just don't see it. And changing a coach, unfortunately, I don't think it's enough. They need to bring in some bodies, but unfortunately, they don't have any money, and they don't have any picks. It's just, I don't know what Rob Pelinka is going to do.
Tragedy. It's tragic. You know what I think though, if the Lakers can build around the 3 that you just mentioned, build around them, and if Ham can utilize the other pieces, they may not be top tier pieces. It's just what it is, But if they can utilize them in some schemes and in plays that
Mhm.
will showcase athleticism, speed, that these other teams, like the Lakers, are y'all gonna really be able to go up against Memphis next season? Like, really?
Mm-mm.
You think you're gonna really be able to hang with Portland next season?
Mm-mm.
Like, no, I'm serious. Like, let's really think about it. And if the Lakers don't create a roster that's going to help combat that while maintaining LeBron, AD, and Russ, because if Russ is still there, if they don't figure out what that looks like, Russ, I'm not worried about. He's gonna give you energy, so he's gonna give you that. But if you don't figure out the other piece, it's the other pieces, I think, right? Because if we're going to be honest, as great as these superstars are, if they don't have other pieces to help complement them, they will not be successful. The team will not be successful. And so I think that's what the Lakers need to do, because they're already, maybe they should go to the G League. Get some of them hungry bulls out there and they want to come play. I don't know.
All
Maybe.
right, so Mike Brown was hired by the Sacramento Kings. Now, Mike Brown was a Golden State Warriors assistant coach prior to this. Interesting that he left that championship franchise.
He wants his own. It's okay with that. He wants to be able to help lead. If he can get the Sacramento Kings to a playoff berth in 2023, his time there would be successful in his first year. Point blank, period. Because the Sacramento Kings, I don't have nothing else to say.
Oh my God. Okay,
But
now.
that Mike Brown, he got a couple of championships under his belt as an assistant coach. So he may be able to do something, but I'd hate to see team. I don't know. The Kings, they get nothing from me. I don't like the Kings.
Yeah. Now, what did the Sacramento Kings do with Alvin Gentry? Did they move him up to like management level? Because I just felt like they did him wrong for some reason.
You know what? Can somebody drop down in the comments and tell me what happened to Alvin Gentry? Girl, I forgot.
Yeah. They just been through a lot, right? Luke Walton, right?
Yeah.
And then they brought in Alvin Gentry. And now we're
Interim.
looking at Mike Brown. It's just like, you know.
However, I will say though, they did make some moves in the end of last season where they bought in Domantas Sabonis.
Yeah, that was good.
You know, so Mike Brown may have something to work with. You know, maybe.
I know, right?
I wish you much success, Mike Brown, with the Sacramento Kings. That organization needs it.
So let's talk about another Golden State Warriors assistant coach that was clearly looking to become a head coach in the NBA, and that's Kenny Atkinson. Kenny made a verbal commitment to the Charlotte Hornets to be their head coach, but something happened, and he backtracked a little bit, then decided not to take the job.
He said, "I'm not doing it." You know what? As I thought and talked it over with my family, this is me paraphrasing. You know, after I said yes because I was excited about being a head coach again, I talked about it with my family. And then when I think about the Warriors organization and the championship we just won, and I think we could probably run it back again, I was like, you know what, Charlotte? Miss me. I mean, that's what I'm thinking he did. He was like, psych.
Yeah.
Oh, don't do that. So, you know what? Let this be a lesson to the other teams. Unless they sign contracts, y'all better stop talking. Nothing bound them. Verbal contracts are just nothing. It's like nothing happened. Your word against mine. So, no.
Yeah, so the Hornets circled the block and decided to bring back Steve Clifford. Steve was with the Orlando Magic for 3 seasons, had losing records in two of the 3 seasons, but you know, he was there when they lost Vooch, right? When they lost Zach LaVine. So Steve has been through the ringer. But I'm telling you, I don't know what he's going to do with these Charlotte Hornets. I don't think he's the right leader for that young team. Can he handle LaMelo Ball and everything? Can he handle Terry Rozier? Not sure. I am not sure Steve Clifford is the guy who's going to take the Hornets franchise to the next level.
I'm just saying, I can't wait to see it unfold. But I'm not here for it. I don't know yet. I don't know what to expect, and we'll see. I wish him well.